how can you be more aggressive while playing Testament? Testament is not like hard aggression or hard passiveness. Like Testament's very control based, much like Kai, because of the nature of Testament's, like how Testament's moves work together. You gotta know how to condition people and understand how they respond to certain things. Cause like Grave Reaper's -4, right? But if you're over here, they can't really hit you, right? So if you're like doing this and they're over here and they're -4, you're -4. They can't really hit you like before you can hit a button. Like they'll have to like do this, but by doing this they give up their advantage. They use their advantage to move forward. So that means you can, if you think they want to attack, you can hold your ground and then hit a button, or you can walk back and hit a button, watch them whiff. It's all about conditioning them, and when you have them conditioned to where they don't know how to respond, that's when you can start playing aggressive, like start really going aggressive and stuff, like aggressive in quotes. But you always have to keep in mind that they could retaliate at any point. So it's a matter of like understanding how the opponent has responded to your pressure beforehand, as well as looking at their meter and stuff, especially against Kai, because Kai can react to Crow and stun dipper you. So like you can layer in like doing like having this out, and then when you have it out, you can delay Grave Reaper instead of throwing Crow. How do I feel about the current direction of Strive, more so regarding the recent balance patch and current strength of characters? Okay, let's be honest, right? Do you guys think the patch sucks, or like characters are weak? Any character is weak? I think the patch is fun. I don't think any character is weak. If you can get angry at any character, like every character, then to me that says there's no like strength problems. I don't have many problems with the balancing. I agree with their idea of like balancing a character, like nerfing a character but giving them something else to make them still fun, because like what's most important for Arxis is to keep the characters fun, because they want people to keep playing the game, right? So do I do MetaFi coaching? No. I was offered MetaFi coaching, but I want to be honest with you guys. I think I don't agree with MetaFi coaching. Like I don't agree with the idea of it, because I think it's predatory. I think it's very predatory, and I don't like it. I think if you have questions, you just ask. As long as they're like not broad, then I can answer them, you know. But I don't like the idea of MetaFi coaching. If someone asked me to be a coach, like on a team, I'd be okay with that, right? Because then your job is to do a lot more than just like review footage of a player and tell them what's wrong, which usually ends up being like, oh, you need to just play more. You know what I mean? Watching a lot of tournaments and copying what people do is a good thing for learning the character game. Okay, so watching tournaments and copying what they do is good. But if you're just copying it and not like asking why are they doing the decisions they're doing, that's a problem. Whenever you watch tournaments and you copy, you should always ask, why do they do it? Why are they doing this way? So you can understand the logic, and then that logic will help you understand the game better. If you can break down the logic behind why people decide to do the things they do, it helps you more as a player than just copying. Reviewing footage is always important, but just always remember you have to ask why. Refer to directional inputs as numbers. How does that work? Okay. If you look at your numpad, right? It's numpad notation. So if you look at the numpad, 4, 5, 6 is the center row, right? 5 would be the center, which is neutral. And then everything around it is a direction in relation to your character being on 1P side. So anytime you read inputs, it's always in relation to your character being on first player side. Yeah. And then it's just overall easier to understand. And it's shorter to write. And it's universal. Everyone can understand. Everyone uses Numpad notation, like, in the world. Because it's just universal for the most part. When learning Johnny and Strixord, was there anything that bugged you that you find annoying? No. The only thing that bugged me was that I was bad, and I wanted to get better. The only thing that bugged me was being compared to Omido. Dude, that shit sucked. I actually talked with Omido a lot, and we exchanged a lot of stuff. That's why, like, Omido calls me family and stuff. So, like, we would talk a lot online, and I would ask him questions. Against strike throw playstyles, there's a couple things. So strike throw gameplay is very much based on, like, interacting with the opponent and how you can rotate the options, right? So, like, against, like, this type of pressure, you can FD, and then from there, you can fuzzy jump. Fuzzy jumping is from going down back, you go up back and then down back and hit FD. So if they do like a true block string, then you'll still block it. If they try and throw you, you can still, you'll jump out of the throw. But this also means that you're susceptible to this. You're susceptible to a late Gatling to hit jump startup. So it's just a matter of, like, rotating your options. But generally, fuzzy jump is a good answer to get away from strike throw. Arma says, why can people grab my buttons and make me cry when I try to call their grab? It means you're in their throw range. Your throw box is too close to the throw range, their proximity. So if you want to call it out, it's either you need to hit the button faster or you need to walk back a little bit more. You have trouble fighting Faust's Milia. What is his weaknesses and how can I win neutral against him? You can't inherently win neutral against Faust because Faust buttons are designed to be the neutral winners. You just have to understand what Faust can do and just, like, the general rules of Stry. Like, if you see far slash, you know that Faust can only far slash 2H, far slash 5H, far slash scalpel. That's not scalpel. Far slash mix. Far slash special. And usually, like, if you see a far slash special, it's gonna be item toss. So there's a big gap in far slash special. Right? So you can, if you think they're gonna special, you can react. Be ready for it. React, dash, and hit slash or 5H or... This is how fighting games are. Once you learn fundamentals, then it comes down to learning character-specific things. You just focus on, like, what you're having problems with against a character, and then you go into training mode.